guys, I'm Kate Marope, and today I'm here to review A Matter of Time Volume 1, which is books 1 and 2 in the A Matter of Time series. Mary Combs is one of my favorite authors, and she really cinched it for me with this particular series. So what is the book about? These were initially two separate books, but it kind of covers one story arc, so it's now available as one volume. First of all, let's talk about the cover for this book. As you can see, it shows this very hunky, bare-chested dude on it, and it's sort of got this dreamy watercolory feel to it, which I'm kind of digging. I like it because the watercolor effect kind of describes Jory's personality. He's an awesome guy. Like, honestly, you'd never be bored and you'd always be entertained at the crazy things that he does. However, he's a bit scatterbrained, so he doesn't really pay attention. He is a bit absent-minded, and he tends to get himself into trouble a lot. Never on purpose, so you can never say he goes out looking for it, but somehow he always is in trouble. He's a trouble magnet, like Bella Swan, but like cooler. Anyway, the first story arc is mostly about Jory and Sam and their burgeoning relationship. But what I love about Jory is that he's very lovable. There's barely ever a person who meets Jory and not love him, because he is just so vibrant and fun and just, you know, really great guy. I guess it's hard to describe what I like about this book because most of it is about the emotional journey, Jory and Sam. They have a bit of a yo-yo relationship where Sam is kind of exploring his sexuality with Jory, because Jory is kind of the first guy who's ever made him feel like, wow, I might need to do something about this being gay thing. And Jory, on the other hand, is a bit of a player. Always in the clubs, doing one-night stands, and never giving encore performances. That's a quote, guys. That's a quote. So I guess it was a combination of Jory meeting Sam, who had made him want to actually settle into a sort of real relationship, and Sam, who has always wanted to do real relationships but has never tried doing it with a man. Normally going back and forth, you know, I love you, Jory, no, I don't love you, Jory, Jory, I like you, no, I don't like you thing, it gets a little bit much. But with Sam, I felt like it was realistic, and nobody just kind of accepts over two books that they're gay and what that would mean in terms of a lifestyle change, because he's a police detective. So I think he was worried about, you know, how his career would change and his lifestyle, because right now he's kind of your average jock guy who, you know, goes home, does his job, grabs a beer, goes to the grocery store, gets some really highly processed pre-made food to take to a party where all of his cop friends are there and their wives are there, and that's what he does when he hangs out. But suddenly you introduce Jory, who's, for someone who is a little scatterbrained, very health conscious and very about making life fun. So when he actually goes with Sam to one of his typical jock night parties with his friends, and Jory's like, you can't take that. You can't take any sort of processed food and show up with me. Yeah, so Jory ends up getting the grocery ingredients and he ends up cooking. And so he really makes friends with all of Sam's friends' wives and girlfriends at the time. And they love him, they adore him. And of course the guys love him because, hello, Jory makes a hell of a Frida. So I don't know. It was about Sam realizing what life with Jory could be and what would change if he did end up with him. And I love how he kind of gives it a trial run. You get to see Jory being introduced to Sam's family, and Sam's mom, Regina, is like an ex-starlet. So it turns out that Jory is one of the few people who still remembers her and was really a big fan of her shows way back when, and so they immediately get along very well. And then we have the rest of Sam's family, and he has like two sisters and an older brother, and they also love him, and you get to introduce with them like through them having family drama, but not quite. So it was really like, literally, they were having a trial run of what it would be like if Sam and Jory were dating for realsies and they lived together, and how awesome it would be. But at the same time, every time Sam goes to work, he has to realize that I could never bring my partner here, or if we were gay, how would this change our interactions and everything. Anyway, I won't tell you how it ends, but I can tell you that Sam does something really stupid and he's a bit of an ass. I loved how real the book was. And I loved the writing style. It's so easy and so clean. I actually got this book in ebook version for my Kindle, and I also got the audio version from audible.com. So what I do now is that I listen to it sometimes just like going to bed, because I find it easier to slip off to sleep if it's like something someone's reading to me and it's one of my favorite books. So that's what I do there. Paul Morey, the guy who narrates the story, is so good. I love how he characterizes the words on the page. His intonation is great. When Jory is saying something ridiculous and someone responds, he's got the sarcasm, he's got the disbelief in the voice, and it's like those little nuances that just make a good book even better. And I also really love how he basically voices Dane Harcourt. He has this like funny little accent. It's not quite a Chicago accent. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what a Chicago accent is, but it's this funny little accent that he does when he talks about Jory that I just adore. I give it like 6 thumbs up if I had 6 thumbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Anyway, guys, I hope that you pick it up. I will leave the link to the publisher's website and the Amazon link in the down bar. And really do check it out. And I will see you next book review or next video. Bye!